From the corridors of World Economic Forum 2025, we bring you an exclusive conversation between Times Network's Managing Editor and Chief Business Officer Mihir Bhatt and Rajan Bharti Mittal, in fact, Vice Chairman of Bharti Enterprises Limited, exploring his thoughts on the presence of Indians in Davos, the Make in India initiative, and lots more. Listen in.
If we look at global prospects right now, obviously we have Trump. He has just taken over, and Trump 2.0 has a huge overhang as far as global economy is concerned. Then there are other challenges. We have the European war that's going on. Middle East looks like it's getting resolved, but there are a lot of headwinds. In the middle of all this, what is your outlook on global economy from India's lens?
There are challenges, of course, as we are seeing it. As I said, India is growing globally. We were about 3% growth. This year, the projection is about 2.7% growth. There are challenges, but there will also have to be, over a period of time, brought into some resolutions, which we will see. There are some resolutions which are happening. Some will go down south, like we are seeing the oil prices going up, so that impacts our economy in that sense. Inflation pressures will come around. But I still believe that India is working well with the global leaderships, be it US, be it Europe. We are talking to UK, EU for FTAs. So I think India is getting plugged into that, and India should become also a sourcing point for the global manufacturing. So once that comes in, we are in the global supply chain. I think we will see much more convergence. And of course, geopolitics remains a challenge of few places as we see. We hope that gets resolved sooner than later.
Budget is around the corner. Do you see there is that renewed impetus required on cranking up the manufacturing machinery and also focusing on consumption, looking at the slightly uncertain scenario that we are in, especially in urban consumption?
I think the hope is that the budget will bring something on the table, especially for the spending, because consumption has to be up. There is some slow down in consumption, but there's a temporary blip as it happens, and also in a large economy as it is growing. So we believe that budget should bring something, maybe some taxation, so that the money can be in the hands of the consumer to spend it. That could happen. Infrastructure, I would say impetus will be there. Government is already committed to invest in infrastructure. That brings a lot of other industries into play, this steel, the cement, and many other industries. Also in telecom, we've always said India telecom being the most competitive in the world, the levies need to be kind of re-examined. We have hoped that this budget does some of that, because for digital India, if you have to, and we are in every part of the country really with 4G, 5G, I think we have to digitize, and digital India for literacy, for healthcare, it needs that taxation needs to be a little rationalized. That's our view.
Right. You mentioned about telecom. Your view about this whole Starlink episode. India has shared its view, but we also know that it's a pet project for Mr. Elon Musk. And the way equation is between Mr. Trump and Elon Musk, do you see some renewed pressure coming on Indian government from US side as far as Starlink project is concerned?
No, I think India will play the way it will play for the country, what is best for our country. I think that's a given. We have seen it, and I don't think so there'll be any other thing. And India, as I said, India, US have great relationship. Nothing will be done which is not, as we said, first what is for India. And I think India is so well connected on terrestrial networks today. You go to every part of the nook and corner of the country, you will find a data which the price points which are so low. Some unconnected areas which remain, they will always remain around India, maritime, then defense. For that, satellite is needed. We are also ready to launch our services. We have got, one in Gujarat and one in Tamil Nadu, our stations are ready. Once we get the clearance on the spectrum, we'll be ready to roll. And our belief is there should be a level playing field. That's all our view is. We are a product of a competition. We have not ever said the competition or the technology changes would not happen, but all we are saying is there should be a level playing field.